An interesting note about allergies and insect stings is that approximately 50 people die each year, according to the American Academy of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology. There are 3 reactions to insect stings, the last being anaphylactic shock. And the reason that we should all make sure there is an EpiPen available at all outdoor community activities. I am sure that one of you or someone you know is allergic to insect stings, but never have thought about the consequences. I have been stung by yellow jackets multiple times in the past, but up until this last episode, I was never allergic either. The main points that I will discuss will be a brief description of the 3 types of reactions, allergy reactions and being better prepared, and the need for an epinephrine kit to be included at all outdoor community activities. Now I would like to discuss the 3 types of reactions to insect stings and allergies. They are the normal reaction, the large local reaction, and the anaphylactic reaction, according to a WebMD article, Allergies to Insect Stings. The normal reaction is brought upon with swelling, redness, and some pain, and can be taken care of with over-the-counter medication and at-home remedies. The next is the large local reaction. Similar to a normal reaction, it has pain, swelling, and redness, but the swelling goes well beyond the site of the actual sting. This also can be taken care of with home remedies and over-the-counter medication. The third, and actually the fatal reaction, is anaphylactic shock. This reaction is brought upon with symptoms of dizziness, low blood pressure, rapid pulse, swelling, and dizziness. And again, this reaction is life-threatening. I want to discuss the issues with outdoor community activities and the lack of being prepared. First, people are typically unaware of the dangers of an insect sting and the allergies. They are unaware with the anaphylactic shock especially and the dangers that it provides. They also are unaware of the type of medication that is needed. Again, an anaphylactic shock, an EpiPen is the lifesaver. Second, most people do not know they are allergic to yellow jackets and bee stings. According to an article on eMedicine Health, Severe Allergic Reactions. Once stung by a bee the first time, that next time you get stung, you can become allergic. The third, for preparedness, is our average EMS time. According to Dr. Paul Johnson, in his article, Allergy, Insect Sting, anaphylactic reactions typically occur within 10 minutes. Now, looking at an article I read on Elevate from an April 14, 2011 article, the national average for response time by an EMS is 8 minutes and 4 seconds. As you can see, there is a small window between the time when a reaction occurs and the time it takes for an EMS to respond. Which comes to the point, we need EpiPens at all outdoor community activities. It is up to all of us to make sure that there is an EpiPen available. What can you do, you ask? The first is ask questions. Ask your coach. Ask the director of the community activity. Are there EpiPens available? Second, where is the first aid kit if the EpiPen is available and in the first aid kit? And third, is there medical personnel on site? Are there nurses? Are there doctors? Are there EMTs? The second thing I would like everyone to do is to remind a family member or a friend the dangers of allergic reactions. Make sure they carry their EpiPen if they do have an allergy to insect stings. If they don't carry it, ask them why. Most likely, they have just not gone to the doctor to get a new prescription. Please, at the end of this, tell them my story and make sure that they get an EpiPen. Thirdly, my story. The reason why I'm a proponent of EpiPens being delivered at outdoor community activities. On September 30th, I was stung in the hand by a yellow jacket while coaching my daughter's soccer game. Within minutes, I was into anaphylactic shock and passed out on the sidelines. One of the parents contacted 911. Luckily, there was an individual with 2 kids who do have allergies who had an EpiPen, and there happened to be a doctor on staff, on hand. If the doctor and the EpiPen were not there, I might not be here today. By the time EMS arrived, I was unconscious, and they had to stick a tube down my throat to keep me from dying. In conclusion, Insect stings can bring on very serious reactions, up into including death. By understanding the dangers, by being better prepared, and asking community directors the availability of an EpiPen, we can all make a difference. If all of us in this room make a point to make sure that there is an EpiPen in the first aid kit of your outdoor community activity, or tell someone with an insect allergy my story, you may be able to save a person who goes into anaphylactic shock.